What would you do if you were on a sweltering, jam-packed train, and someone was selfishly taking up an extra seat with their bag? In today's story, one man's response to this classic act of public transit entitlement is a masterclass in petty warfare. The train car was an oven on wheels, packed tight with the weary bodies of commuters. I was exhausted, and every single seat was taken. Just as I was about to resign myself to standing for the whole journey, I saw an elderly woman stand up and begin a slow shuffle toward the exit doors. A spot was opening up. I made my way over, anticipating the simple relief of sitting down, but when I got there, the vacant seat wasn't empty. A purse was sitting on it, a placeholder guarding the territory next to a girl who was staring out the window. "Excuse me," I said, leaning in slightly. "Could you move your purse?" No response. She had headphones in, completely sealed off from the world around her. As many people who regularly deal with public transportation know, the combo of headphones in, face turned to the window, and a bag on the seat is the classic "leave me alone" trifecta used by inconsiderate commuters. It's a deliberate move to pretend you're not aware that people need a place to sit. I figured I'd just do it for her. I reached down, planning to simply pick up the purse and hand it to her as I sat. The second my fingers made contact with the leather, her head whipped around. She shot me a look of pure disgust, her voice dripping with venom. "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" she snapped. I was taken aback but kept my cool. "I asked you to move it, but you have headphones in," I explained. "I'm just trying to sit down." She had the audacity to lie straight to my face. "I'm saving this seat for my friend," she said, her eyes daring me to challenge her. It was a transparently false claim, a last-ditch effort to defend her space. This is where she made her mistake. "No, you're not," I said flatly. "I know for a fact you're alone because I just watched the old lady who was sitting here get up and leave." She had no reply to that, just a silent, burning glare. Fine, if that's how she wanted to play it. I started the process of sitting down anyway, slowly lowering myself onto the seat. My intention was clear: either she moved her precious bag, or my entire body weight was about to crush it. This, predictably, unleashed a fresh torrent of fury. "What is your problem?" she shrieked, her voice rising in pitch and volume. Just then, my eyes caught another elderly woman, looking frail and tired, scanning the crowded car for a place to rest. She was approaching our little disaster zone. That was it for me. I had enough of the petty nonsense. This was the moment the conflict tipped over from a simple dispute into something far more personal. It was no longer about getting a seat for myself, but about punishing what I saw as an inexcusable display of public entitlement. I stopped my descent, turned my body fully towards the girl, who I now noticed was slightly overweight, and locked eyes with her. The anger drained out of my voice, replaced by a tone of mockingly sweet realization. "Oh, I am so sorry," I said, letting the words hang in the air. "I didn't realize you actually needed 2 seats to be able to fit. My bad. I'll get up now." The effect was instantaneous. Her rage-filled face went slack with shock for a split second before contorting again, but I was already moving. I stood up fully, turned to the approaching elderly woman, and gestured to the seat. "Here you go, ma'am." She accepted with a warm smile, seemingly oblivious or just choosing to ignore the absolute firestorm of curses now erupting from the girl's mouth. As I walked away, I felt a few dirty looks from other passengers, but I also heard a few distinct chuckles. I couldn't help but wonder if I had gone too far. In hindsight, I understand why some might think I was in the wrong. As one person later commented, a purse often holds a woman's most valuable items, and having a stranger suddenly pick it up on a crowded train would likely trigger a defensive, even scared, reaction. From that perspective, touching her bag was probably a bad move that made her feel threatened. Still, everyone who buys a ticket is entitled to a seat if one is available. You simply cannot hold a spot with your belongings on a packed train. While my comment about her weight was undeniably a low blow and immature, she deserved to be called out for her entitled attitude. Ultimately, this story is a harsh lesson in public etiquette. While 2 wrongs don't make a right, selfishly disregarding the people around you can provoke a response far more humiliating than just being asked to move your bag. So, what's your take? Did I go too far with my comment? Or did her entitlement mean she had it coming? Let us know in the comments below.